Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, all good. So it's good to sort of check in and see how the treatment is going.
Yeah,
Uh, have you know how do you feel in yourself? Do you feel any different? Like, or is it
mate, I'm really,
restored?
yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Also, I've got used to it really quick. That just feels like part of me. It's made me a little bit more confident. I think maybe a little bit more happy in my appearance in the mirror. It's all good, mate. To be fair, really happy with it.
It looks really good actually, especially in that light. Like bring your head down, you can really see. It really
Yeah,
looks, yeah, like really looks shaven, doesn't it? Like,
yeah. Got a shaved head. To be fair, a few people who sort of know me quite well noticed. Anyone who sort of don't know me particularly well, they don't even seem to notice because it just looks so natural. So, which is exactly the look I was going for. So yeah, really happy with it, buddy. I'll say you can't sort of just got used to it really quickly. I've only had it, this is about third week now. I'm sort of
yeah.
already just used to it but looking like that. So yeah, brilliant job.
Did you like? I mean, how long was it such a battle for you? Like, how long it took to get to the point of actually having the treatment done, and leading up to
Yeah,
the treatment? Was there quite a bit of like anxiety and sort of worry? Like,
yeah,
if it,
yeah. You think about it for a while because you're not sure if you want to have it done, and then you know what people say, and then you sort of have to pluck up the courage to start finding out about it. And I think when you start that process of finding out about what the actual SMP is, actually it makes a lot more sense, and then it sets your mind at ease. And then actually it's just a case of just getting it done and just starting the process of having it done. Is a little bit nerve wracking on the first visit, but obviously myself, I felt nice and comfortable. That was quite a big thing for me. And the actual process itself is a lot simpler than I thought. It was fairly simple. So yeah, in terms of just that first step, that's the key thing. That first step, to start finding out about it, because that was always something I've thought about having done. And then it's just a case of actually getting it done, if that makes sense. But that's that first step is, yeah, there is a bit of anxiety involved with it, I think, because you wonder what people will say. But I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, I'm really glad I've done it.
it does look really natural on the sides, like where you've got like your actual natural hair and it all sort of like fades out. It does look really
Yep.
natural.
You
I
can't tell.
think a lot. No, no, I don't think you can tell at all. It looks really good.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people with tattoos already, they're the sort of the ones that don't sort of fret too much about having the treatment. But I can, if you're not a tattoo sort of person, and then the word tattoos involved in having your head done,
yeah.
it kind of can deter a lot of people and put them off. But it's
It's no
having your scalp done, isn't it?
it's nowhere near as bad as a tattoo. It doesn't particularly hurt. It's a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, but actually, I wouldn't say it's painful really. It's nowhere near as bad as say this big thick thing on my arm. It's nothing like that at all. Um, I know it's a very different form of tattooing, but yeah, it's not sort of heavy needlework at all. It doesn't feel like that, even though it's on a sensitive area.
Yeah,
I can't ever in pain having it done really.
I'd say my majority of people, probably 90% of people that I've treated, kind of sit there quite comfortably. It's not anything
Yeah,
like that at all, like a tattoo, is it? So
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the most uncomfortable thing is sitting still for obviously a fairly long period. But you know that is what it is. It's a bit
not
like
for
being a
me.
dentist, you know.
No. And I think for
Not quite.
myself as well, just having the neck ache and the shoulder ache, like leaning over, like but the results speak for themselves, and it's nice to, like, I think, just to have a natural chat and check in with you, like what we're doing today, just to show people that once you've had it done, a lot of people, they wish that they'd kind of known about it sooner, or if they already knew
Yeah,
about it, that they kind of went with the process and just got it done, because once you got it done, it's no longer an issue, is it? Like, you don't you know
yeah, that is exactly it. Now it's done. It just feels really natural. It doesn't feel like there's anything. It just feels perfectly normal. I wish I'd had that done before, probably
yeah,
a few months before, instead of just looking at it and sort of thinking about it. And talking about it, I wish I just made the jump really,
yeah.
because actually now it's so much easier than I had to shave my head every day before. Now I just sort of buzz over it with a little head buzzer thing. It takes about 2 minutes, I suppose, to shave my head, which took about 10. So yeah, it's loads easier.
Exactly.
Really, because I'm really happy with the result, mate. Really happy.
Are you still using you're still using the shaver that I sent you the link to? Was it off of Amazon, right? Is that still working all good for you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So just
quite
sort of
good
buzz
for
around
me.
and that seems to make the sort of line between the two, between the sort of the SMP and the actual real hair. That's you can't see the line then if you use that. If you shave it,
Yeah,
it's obviously a bit. Yeah, that's perfect like that, really.
it's crazy, isn't it? Because I mean, like that, that's only what I think it was like £20 or something like that, wasn't it, off of Amazon?
Yeah, it
And
was. It was under 20.
it's so easy. It's like, it's almost like slightly bigger than a marker pen, isn't it? So you can fit anywhere, and it charges on a USB port, so you can charge it
Yeah,
in your car, on your stereo.
that's been done the way it works several times, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, it's too easy. And obviously, you, like yourself, you work on the ambulance service as well, so you know it's so easy. It's like less prep in the morning and messing about.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think it, you know, like for myself, it was just so, it's just so easy with that. You know, if you go away on a
Yeah,
surf trip, you can charge it on your stereo in your van or whatever. And then, you know, if you're camping away, just
yeah,
give it a
that's
buzz
loads.
over, put your wetsuit
Uh,
on, jump in the water, and your hair's done.
exactly. Yeah. It's literally about 2 minutes in the morning. I mean, it's normally as I'm making a cup of tea, I'm just sort of buzzing my head, you know. So it's just done. It's honestly, it's made everything a lot easier. So brilliant
I
stuff.
think a lot of people were sort of put off by the price and stuff, but I think when you know, put it all down on paper, like considering how much you would spend if you went to the barbers, what, say once a fortnight for just a regular haircut, you know, your treatment lasts for like 10 years. So the amount you'd spend just going to a barber's over the course of 10 years, it soon mounts. And also on the flip side of it, if you went and had a hair transplant, you know, it's a lot of money, but nothing's guaranteed. Whereas, you know, if you have the treatment done somewhere that knows what they're doing, the result is guaranteed. You've got that result that you want. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know how much a barber would charge. It's been a while, to be fair. But yeah,
probably
I
like
don't
a
think
mortgage.
that onerous at all. I mean, transplants are really pricey, and like you said, I'm not particularly convinced that some of the results are that good anyway. Whereas this, I'm more than happy with, and everyone I've spoken to and I've told, they've gone, "Oh my god, it's amazing! That looks really good." I've generally not had a single negative comment, so I'm so well with it. I think value for money's good, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, like you did, we're doing the video. I'm doing the video on a laptop. You're doing it on a mobile. But
yeah,
you know, the image is quite small. But even, you know, standing there, you can see the work like from that. You know, and then especially when you tilt your head and you adjust your head,
yeah.
you can really
I mean,
clearly see.
that's on the picture, but that's kind of how it is.
Yeah,
Really, it's just kind
no,
of looks now. It sort of suits me really. So
yeah.
yeah, pretty
It's one
happy.
of those things. If you didn't know, if someone didn't know that you had the treatment, then, you know, they would
Yeah,
just think it was a shaved head unless you told them that,
yeah,
"Oh, actually this is SMP. I've had
absolutely.
this work done."
Not had anyone look at my head or anything like that. Sort of quizzically, I haven't had a single thing like that. People just accepted that look because it looks so natural. So they generally, that doesn't draw the eye at all. They just accept it as that looks perfectly normal. So yeah, whereas transplants don't always look like that. In fairness, so.
It's good though. It just looks good. And I mean, obviously, like even the aftercare is so easy, isn't it? Like you don't, you know, try not to
Yeah,
get it wet or excessively sweat, or, you know, just let it heal naturally over the course of like 4 days, and then you're pretty much like good to go. And
yeah.
just
I hit 2 days, mate. Generally, that didn't really scab up nothing. That was fine. Probably been about 2 days. A little bit dry, maybe for a couple of days, and then it was fine. It really was.
have you been finding it like afterwards with just now it's healed? Have you been moisturizing still quite a lot just to keep retaining that moisture
Um,
in the scalp, or?
yeah, seems to have gone. Not seems like the rest of my head, really. If I'm honest, so it's just I stick a little bit of moisturiser on the whole head, really, just to keep it all nice and supple. But to be fair, I don't really have to do a lot with it. It just seems to be there. I guess in the summer I'll have to put a bit of the old sun cream on, but I do that anyway, so that's not particularly involved. It's nothing that I didn't do originally. So yeah, to be fair, the aftercare is pretty minimal, really.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's just too easy, isn't it? You know, there's no messing
It is,
about. So,
which is what I want to make, because I can't be doing with lots of fuss and drama really with looking after
yeah,
stuff. So me definitely.
it's a shame because I think obviously there's that anxiety of where people hit, like I said, like hear the word of tattoo, and that kind of that puts them off a little bit. But then also it's like when you do, obviously, like I said, you work on the ambulance, I was on the ambulance, and when someone's ill and they do Dr. Google, like the things that come up are like, you know, put the fear of God into you. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this is the same thing. As soon as some people, you know, if you type in SMP and you look at images, there's some horrific things out there, and, you know, you just need to make sure that you go to someone who knows what they're doing at the end of the day. So
yeah. Absolutely.
you know,
I
do your
mean,
research.
yeah, you do see some, but again, if you Google anything, you're going to find some scare stories. Just go to someone reputable and you'll be fine. I say you'll be happy with the result, I'm sure of it. I'm convinced.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, we'll have to catch up at some point, and I
Well, mate,
appreciate the call and just touching base. And I'm super glad that you're happy with the treatment. It
I
looks
am.
good.
Yeah, thanks, Darren. Good job, mate.
Yeah,
Lovely.
take care, you handsome